Edwards does not take a lot of threes, only made one all of last season with missed, but hit 2 against Stewart in her first round matchup to advance. Works inside, and Malonga's size already an impact.
Edwards gonna have to give her multiple moves inside to find daylight, but the fadeaway from Malonga is where she should go to. That's a high percentage shot for her.
Malonga, a first-year Unrivaled player at 20 years old from France, is averaging a double-double, 15 and 11. Take it format, 7-second shot clock. Malonga wants to bruise in the paint. Fadeaway again on the left side is true.
Oh, what a tough take by Malonga. And I think the interesting part when we do look at this make it, take it, once she gets in a rhythm, if she's hitting some of those mid-range or outside shots, it's going to be tough when she gets downhill.
Puts the head down to drive it, stop, pop, out the window, and in.
Off the glass, though, the degree of difficulty. Malonga showing off. Here's where Edwards has to be more physical. I think with a player like Malonga, you really want to ride her off of her dribbling trail.
Knock away by Edwards. Typically in 3x3, we've witnessed with Breeze, Paige Beckers initiates a lot of offense, so not a lot of dribbling capabilities from Malonga in that format. We're seeing what she's got deep in her bag, up 6-zip. Shot clock down to 1. And Edwards can finally get the ball back.
Guys, Aaliyah Edwards told me with Napheesa Collier out, she was coming for the championship and that bag. So I just went over to Napheesa Collier and told her that, and I said, who do you have as your favorite for this tournament? She said it's Aaliyah Edwards. She thinks she can do it.
Might not be able to call her baby Fee if she takes the crown this year. Edwards, long 2. Nearly grabbed her own miss, but it goes off her hands last. Malonga ball.
You're going to miss some shots, but for Aaliyah Edwards, I think to defeat Dominique Malonga, some of those outside looks are going to need to go down because it's so tough to finish around her at the rim.
3 mid-range jumpers from Malonga to build this lead. Shot clock to 2, nowhere to go. Shielded. Edwards the stop.
That's what you mentioned earlier, just the uncomfortability of dribbling the rock outside of the three-point line. And Edwards, though, pressed up her defense.
No doubt. Now she wants to fire a jumper off the back rim. Edwards has still not scored. Unfamiliar territory considering the lead she built in many games, and she's got her first bucket of this first-round matchup.
And for Aaliyah Edwards, too, second chance opportunities, getting offensive rebounds to be able to get to a different spot where Malonga's not on her is going to be important.
Edwards a 3, tracked down by Malonga. Barely clears the line. 3 to shoot. Edwards is all over her, a pest. Malonga just got it off in time.
She's doing what she's supposed to do, though, defensively.
Deep 3 for Edwards, short. We've yet to see a player utilize a 30-second timeout. You wonder if that's coming. With this bruising matchup, Malonga turns again. Looked easy in the first minute or so of this matchup. There is a 10-minute clock on the board, and we are 3.5 minutes into this matchup. The winner advances to the second round to face the winner of Hamby-Austin. That is the 3-6 matchup. Edwards has a lane reverse layup, 6-4.
I feel like that's a go-to move for Aaliyah Edwards to look like she's trying to score on the right side, and then that fancy footwork to get the reverse on the left.
And the confidence of one-on-one. Parachuted into this year. Edwards draws a foul, a chance to tie at the line. Aaliyah Edwards, the 5th leading scorer in Unrivaled in season 2 and the #1 rebounder.
And trying to initiate some contact is really smart and savvy by Edwards before Malonga's able to get a touch or a look at a block.
She got your message about free throw shooting.
Gotta finish your food. It's an open shot. You want those 2 points. Easy money.
Just like that, we're tied up at 6. Low go 3. Edwards knocks it down. 9 unanswered.
What a shot. You can tell she's in rhythm now.
Can she put Malonga away? Head fake. Looks for space, creates, in and out. There's life from Malonga. She calls a timeout.
First of all, this is really good, smart timing for Malonga on this timeout. Good breather for her, also just coming off of a stop. Aaliyah Edwards, though, man, she did all the hard work. I thought that one was going to go through.
This timeout is presented by Icy Hot, official topical pain partner of Unrivaled.
And we talked about the significance of Aaliyah Edwards being able to knock down some perimeter shots, and that was a huge one. Gives her now a little bit of literally breathing room in this matchup. She's been on a roll, and she's been attacking Dom in different ways in different spots.
Yeah, you want to keep Dom on her toes because of her length, and so now she's made a three. She might have space to drive down to Hill. Tell you one benefit also of the timeout, to talk to teammates and coaches, to get perspectives on what people see and maybe something that you can use to your advantage.
Malonga is 3 of 6 from the floor. Edwards 3 of 9. Edwards hits the deck. Malonga drives and scores. Basket counts. A play on. Pod D is a pod of bigs. Malonga has a little wind at her sails. Fadeaway jumper. Edwards deep corner. Tight ropes the baseline. A push by Malonga.
Not a bad foul by Malonga. She had a step on you. Got to play honest defense here.
6'3" Edwards, 6'6" Malonga. Head fake goes off the toe. It's off Malonga's foot.
Yeah.
1.1 on the shot clock.
The important thing about getting deflections defensively, it's only a 7-second shot clock, so you get one deflection. It takes a ton of time off the clock.
Knows she has to shoot it. Clock moving. We approach 4 minutes to go. Edwards had a chance to win it there. A 3 would do it for Malonga, or a 3-point play. Jabs, leaning right, heads that way. Once again, Edwards hits the deck. Malonga fires. Hustle for the board. Edwards has got it. Hits the outlet passer. Open space to score and move on. Last year's runner-up is on to the second round.
So let's watch this sequence, because it begins with Aaliyah Edwards trying to take a charge there. She falls. She's coming up for the rebound. Does Aaliyah Edwards clear?
Yeah, she did.
This is a great move. And a good hustle play by Malonga, but ultimately it actually bites her because it gives a clear runway for Aaliyah Edwards. What a battle between these two. This is really well played, hard fought game. And Aaliyah Edwards, as we already said, the runner-up last season, opportunity to advance.
Aaliyah Edwards did a good job of scoring when she could, and then, like you said, that hustle play and tracking it down. Malonga might look back at that one and be a little upset. She probably should have taken the layup rather than the mid-range, but a good game nonetheless.
I saw Collier and Banham courtside, maybe hooty-hooing in each other's ear to watch one of their Owls advance. Edwards is not a sleeper in 2026. Malonga put up a fight. Scored 6 in a row to open the game. So after discussions by the scorers table, the official shares with Edwards, she only cleared with 1 foot. We're not done. Oh, that's close. But the officials deem Edwards did not clear the line. With both feet over and possession.
The three-point, that looked very clear with 2 feet on the three-point line, right?
There's light from Malonga. Edwards is still 2 points away from moving on. Comes up with the stop. Theatrics in our first round. Edwards chisels, bulldozes in. Malonga the stop.
A length deterred that what looked like an open layup.
But she threw it away. Outlet passers must stand in the Sprite circle. They cannot leave the circle. Edwards, fake, turnaround jam. Now she's good. Aaliyah Edwards, last year's runner-up, is on to the second round.
Double down on a victory for Aaliyah Edwards, and she knows exactly where she wants to get to. There's a quickness in her attack, getting downhill, and we see that so often. Her ability to be able to counter Malonga's size with that little step back, fade away, clear some space, and that's a move that she has perfected. Now walks away with the dub.
The intensity was building. I'm sure Roz was like, what's happening here? Now Roz has our first round winner in Pod D, Aaliyah Edwards.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah, that was a battle. Can you describe just how tough it was to take down Dominique Malonga?
Hey man, tough. She's young, but she barks a big bite. And we were going international over international here, so you already know it's gonna be a battle.
You know what? At the end of the game, you thought you won. Then they said you didn't clear the three-point line. What was navigating that whole situation like, regrouping, and then still getting the dub?
Hey man, as I said last year, be prepared for anything. Can't count nothing out, so just gotta lock in.
Speaking of last year, you were the runner-up. How does that experience help you here in this year's tournament?
Yo, you see the queen over there? She ain't playing, so you know what that means. Period.
You coming for Fee's crown right now and the bag.
Yeah, but I'm gonna share it with my teammates, obviously, you know what I'm saying.
All right, well, good luck. You got one win to get you towards that goal.
Yeah.
Here is your sticker.
Thank you.
And you get to advance it on the bracket.
Period.
So honest. The queen has left the throne, so now the throne is open for a new champion in the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. Aaliyah Edwards finishes off. Dominique Malonga will take on the winner of Hamby Austin, the 3-6 matchup in Pod D.